Hi guys. So I'm going to do a little series since everybody's getting ready for having craft fair season coming. And you know how, like, if you haven't ever done a craft fair, there's so many things that you need to remember. Otherwise, like, you will be struggling throughout your whole craft fair season or even going to your first one. So here I'm going to give you guys in my lovely little series 5 tips, and then I will give one bonus tip each time. And I also have a PDF that I've created too that I'll be going over along with this series, so you guys can really get some good pointers. Number 1, always have saran wrap for wrapping your products for transportation. Like, I will elaborate on this. When I do craft fairs and I do my earrings, I put them on the card stock, and then I literally attach the little stoppers to each one of the back of the earrings, and then I put it in a little sheathing plastic, or I leave them the way they are in the card stock, and then I line them up into small trays. And then to make things faster and quicker for setup and for tear down when at the end of the night, I saran wrap the entire tray, so when it's traveling in the car, everything's already set up, but all you have to do is just unwrap it when you get there. And you'd be surprised how much time you can get swept away fast and set up your whole entire booth if you set up all of the earrings and some of the necklaces and that style of display. Like, it's just like unwrap, set it out, you're good to go. Number 2, always have your contract ready and where your booth space is, the layout, and have it with you. Because I learned this the last time I did Doodlebug in Boulder City. I showed up a few minutes late and somebody had already stolen my spot. And they're like, oh, well, I'm disabled and I didn't know that it wasn't mine, and bullshit. And I literally was smart and had my contract. I ended up having to take her spot, which was farther to the side. But it's kind of funny because she did that. Even unknowing, I would have been right and straight in front on the sidewalk to the front to where the street parking, where everybody was coming in. I got shoved next to the front door of the hall because we were on the outside. So that's why I said, always have your contract with you so you can prove to the event planners that somebody has stolen your spot. I realize it's stupid, but yeah. That's why I say always make sure you have your thing. It's just the way it is. Number 3, have a clipboard with your custom order forms with order sheets on it. Because you never know that somebody may see something at your craft fair that they like, but don't particularly like the color, or they like certain elements of the style, whatever you're presenting or what you have, but they want to have you custom make something. So by having an order form, you can capture their address, their phone number, their everything that you need to have, their email, how to get a hold of them, what they want, what they're discussing, how much the price is. You can, take a photo of it and shoot it to their cell phone so they have proof of what the price is, so negotiation on it. So there's, plain and simple, they know what is expected. And you can also take a deposit, which is also another good thing. Number 4, and I've seen so many vendors that have done this. They do not bring a cooler and they don't bring snacks and some amount of food. I'm telling you, some of these craft fairs get so busy that you do not have time to even get a chance to go to the bathroom. And you always need to have somebody who, at least one person with you, so they can man the booth, take sales while you go to the bathroom. Or some of these craft fairs don't even have food at the craft fair or whatever event that they're doing this at. So that's why I said, always check to see if you can take a cooler. And if take a cooler, take one. This is a small one if you have to. And just fill it with ice and some drinks and some extra drinks in a bag and some chips. You want to carry things that are lightweight, not, too heavy, something that you can eat quick for a 5-minute break. It's definitely one of the things that I definitely suggest, because sometimes the line for the food vendors is longer than you trying to even deal with customers at your booth. Like it's a 10 to 15 to 20 minute wait just for the line for the food. So that's why I said cooler, drinks, snacks. Number 5. This one, it caught me off guard the first couple of times I did vending events. I learned to take some of my tools. Take some of my jump rings and some of my smaller little the hooks and shit stuff, because you'd be surprised, you will, even if you wrap your stuff and you're really good about making sure you have everything, there's always 1 or 2 chances that something with when somebody picks it up, that they may snag it on something, or the jump ring loosens, or you need to use a split ring. Having your tools there is such a great tip. Just the basics, and including a ring sizer and a measuring tape, just so you can measure for wrists, and it also comes in handy if you have to do a custom order on top of that. So that's the other thing. Now, my number 1 bonus tip, and I swear by this one, and you should definitely pay attention to this one. Always scout out the craft fair that you want to go to before you ever vend at it. And I have seen so many people who will go and book the vending, don't know what they're getting themselves into, don't see year after year or have gone to it once or twice to see the flow of how many people are going to be there. And they get so discouraged and so upset because they wasted their money on a booth for a very low volume craft fair. And it's always scout first, talk to other vendors, and literally, scope it out. See how the layout, see how the staff is, see how the people who are putting the organization that is running this, how they handle things. Are they visible? Is the facility even decent? These are all things you should really look at. That's why I always say scout first, then book. Because it's just some of these unknown ones, if it's their first year, you don't know what the traffic's going to be like, and you may not make your booth space money back. It may be a total wash. And I can prove this. Here's my example. First Friday. So they moved it onto the other side, and I made $8. Other side, I made 150. So those are my helpful tips. Hope this helps you. And I hope you guys continue to come back and check more of it out as I keep going through them, my list. Bye.